Hi, my name is Hamza Jacobs. I'm an IT trainer with New Horizons in London. I'm here today just to show you a couple of cool little tips and tricks on Windows 7 and Office 2010. How to select and edit data in Excel 2010. We've entered some very basic data over here. What I'd like to do right now is give you a quick idea as to the selection techniques available in Microsoft Excel. One of the most important things, and I tell all of my students this in all the classes that I do, when it comes to Excel, is to keep an eye on the mouse pointer. My mouse pointer is just over here at the moment. You can see it looks like a white cross right now. That is essential for selection. So when you see, and when you move to the center of a cell, you'll get the white cross. I can now click, hold my left mouse button down, and move my mouse to select the data. If I move up, down, left, right, it allows me to select the data, holding down the mouse button all the time. I release, I can then move the mouse freely, and I have my data selected. Similarly, you may just want to select the headings at the top, the headings down the side, the row labels. So that's how to select using the mouse. The other mouse options available, of course, if you look, you've got the white cross. It's quite important, as I mentioned earlier, to keep your eye on that. Have a look at what happens if I move my mouse pointer down to the black darkened border. Notice how it changes from what it is a white cross there to a four-sided arrow. Many people that start out with Excel make the mistake, don't keep an eye on the mouse pointer, and look what happens if I want to select now. Now I freak out. What's going on? I broke it. Stop, 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 go away. Right? We don't want that. Keep an eye on the pointer. Get the white cross for selection. Right? The other items are used for cut, copy, and paste, and we can talk about that in a later video. So that's one method to select using the mouse. Another very easy selection method that many people prefer is using the keyboard. And a couple of keyboard shortcuts just around this. If you hold down the Shift key on your keyboard and use your cursor arrows, those are your up, down, left, right arrows in between your letters and numbers on your keyboard. If I hold down Shift and I move down with my keyboard, look, I can also select using this method. Many people find this easier and find they have much more control over it using that. Right, so that's using the keyboard. Another method is to use the keyboard and the mouse together. So what I could do is click on the first cell. Let's say I want to start with January. If I hold down the Shift key on my keyboard and then click on the last cell within my selection, it automatically selects. See, it'll select from there, hold down Shift to here. Very useful if you've got big data sets. So I can start over here, hold down Shift and click over here. Done. Nice and easy. Another critical selection technique for Excel using the keyboard and the mouse together is selecting non-adjacent data. So you can see that this is obviously adjacent cell, so it's quite easy. You can select like that. You can select holding down the Shift key. I can select using my keyboard. But what if I only want to select the month names and the expenses values? That's not going to work if I try and do it like that. That selects sales and expenses. To select non-adjacent cells, the trick there is to first select a data set, then hold down the Control key on the keyboard and select your second data set. Notice how it has skipped the sales values. While holding Control, you can now go and select as many other data sets as you wish to. And that's how we select non-adjacent data. That was how to select data using Microsoft Excel.